Congratulations to the Evansville MPO. They've been recognized with the Outstanding Planning Project Award for their partnership with WNIN and the production of Healthy Air, Healthy Communities.
With the requirements for more efficient vehicles, people driving less, using other forms of transit, it absolutely impacts the amount of money we have for the roads.
The problem is the federal government's essentially broke, so trying to find money, for our highways without a user fee is really a significant problem.
Bottom line is, as they deteriorate, if you get to the point where needs total reconstruction, the costs do go up significantly.
Funding provided by the U.S. Department of Transportation CMAQ program.
Thank you for joining us for Healthy Air, Healthy Communities. In this episode, we'll explore pollution from your car that doesn't come from the tailpipe, what it takes to maintain and build new roads, and how gas taxes work. A lot of people certainly complain about paying gas taxes, but the federal gas tax hasn't increased in 20 years. So how much are you paying?
Well, the gas tax is 18.4 cents a gallon, and that's not indexed to the price of the gallon of gas. It's just per gallon of gas, it's 18.4 cents. And that money goes to the federal government to use for the federal highway programs.
The Highway Trust Fund, the purpose of this fund is to try and maintain with our transportation system, that's roads, bridges, expand. So in other words, improve the quality of our transport infrastructure.
As a member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee in Washington, D.C., I do think the federal government has a prominent role in ensuring that we can have good interstate commerce. Right now, the amount of money being collected is actually dropping, and the reason for that is there's more fuel-efficient cars. And honestly, you're starting to see a trend, especially in the cities, where young people are going back to public transportation and they're not using as much gasoline.
The Highway Trust Fund, where these tax revenues go into, that's been in deficit, for many years now. So for the last 5 years, for each year, the U.S. government had to supplement this deficit.
In the last highway bill, $21 billion of general fund money was used beyond gas tax.
That goes against what the gas tax is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a user fee, so that if you use the roads, if you use the bridges, then it's fair, I think, to support the maintenance and the construction of those roads.
Not only are there fewer dollars coming in, but those dollars don't go as far.
The federal gas tax has remained at 18.4 cents for 20 years now, and the inflation has eroded that 38% now.
So the buying power today of the gas tax with inflation is only about 11 cents.
So if it was linked to inflation, it would be around 29 cents now, so about 10 cents higher, and which is sort of around what the Congressional Budget Office is saying, that we need to, at least at a minimum, raise it by about between 10 to 11 cents, just so that the Highway Trust Fund is solvent, and that we don't need to keep passing legislation to move funds from the Treasury to the trust fund.
So we're going to have to find a solution for the long term, and I believe it's a user-based fee, and we're going to have to figure out which one is politically acceptable and financially viable for the roads we all want and need.
For example, using things like tolling and other things where people that actually use the roads help support the construction and maintenance, I think we can get that done. There's not a real big appetite for raising the gas tax in Washington.
In the meantime, the best indicator we have of how many miles you drive is how much fuel you use. So looking at what we pay for the fuel we use is the way we ought to be funding roads now, until we can find a better way to assess an accurate user fee.
For the consumer, it means, I think for an average consumer, about between $4 to $5 dollars extra per month if we raise it by about 10 cents or so, but if we raise it by about 15 cents, it's $7 per month more.
We need to find more funding. Everyone knows that. I think both political parties know that. The problem is the federal government's essentially broke, so trying to find money, for our highways without a user fee is really a significant problem.